folks, welcome back to Betty's channel. She's doing the do as always. That's better. Sunday morning, I just thought I'd give you a bit of an insight onto what we do with Betty when we come back from a day trip or a 5-day trip or whatever. A bit boring, but you know, it's content, I suppose. But yeah, right, so sun's shining, I've got my sleeveless t-shirt on, guns are out. Anyway, let's crack on with Betty. So first thing we do is get everything open. Yesterday we were metal detecting, so in Shrewsbury, so I'd take out Chrissy's detector and spade, put them in the house so nice and safe, have a general tidy up in there, and that's about it really. That yellow and black bag always stays in, as was that empty lemonade bottle, and that blue bag's got some waterproofs in that we just leave in, and just have a general tidy up in the garage area. If the bedding needs doing, I'll strip the bed and wash that, but at the minute it doesn't. This bit is the main area really that I need to focus on after each and every trip. So I've got to empty and refill the toilet, empty the fridge because that's got ham and cheese in from yesterday, give it a good clean, empty the dry food box, just ready for restocking for our next trip, tidy all that lot up, check the wastewater container because I don't think I did that yesterday. So, nope, that's still empty, so that's alright. I'll leave that out because I need that. And then just have a general wipe down of everything. And that's basically it. But I always check, I always leave the electric on overnight because I can't be bothered when we get back from a trip. But I always check the voltage. Look at that, 13.3 from the sun. And I might have a tidy up of that top shelf. And then the cab area, that needs a good tidy up too. That rubbish bag needs emptying. Christine's stuff in there. It's terrible. And that's basically it. That's the van admin really for the next trip. I need to find somewhere for that Omni oven. Oh, the other thing I do is I empty the fresh water tank. There's only 20 litres in, but I'm still going to empty it. But I need to park it further down the drive up so it's on an angle, because that's my drain pipe for the water tank. So when it's on a level, it obviously doesn't all drain out because the drain is just there where that hoop is. So I'm going to park it down, I'm going to move Christine's car, park it down the drive and let it pour out. Because I don't know when the next trip's going to be. I know we've got another dig next weekend, but I'll refill it the night before with fresh water. And that's about it. The only other thing is to give Betty a good wash because she's a dirty girl. It's very dirty. So right, first job, toilet. I'm not going to show you me emptying it, but I'll show you me refilling it and stuff. This just sits in a box I constructed, and each time we use the toilet we just take the front off. There's a flush handle that you pull out, so I'll just lift that out now and lift the top off, clean the cartridge out. Right, that's the toilet separated. This is the cartridge. This is the Thetford 165, so it's a deeper cartridge, can handle more. Don't be. It'll last, so lasting 2 days, it might last 4. So I just carry that to the emptying point, empty it, wash it out, fill it back up again. Right, that's the cassette emptied, washed out, nice and clean. So I'm going to fill it with a bit of cassette blue, which is like an all-in-one thing. Top it up with the required amount of water and put it back together. But I also top up that as well, just check the level on that, but I'll show you that in a sec. Right, that's the chemical in. I spilled a bit, so I'll just wipe that up. And just, in these, you just put 3 litres of fresh water in, and then that's filled and ready. And then that you can just top up. Well, there's a line inside, I'll show you. Now, some people say, well, some people don't like the chemical toilet bit, but to me it's easier. It's easier and a bit cheaper than one of them half harvesting, composting, whatever, Austin t-shirt toilets that people have. So, but yeah, anyway, easier, more convenient, and it goes down into the sewer system anyway. I shouldn't really say that, I should have got environmentally friendly, but yeah, that's what we were doing, because at campsites have waste disposal grids, so yeah, it all gets recycled eventually. My choice of measuring jug to fill the cassette up is an empty White's lemonade bottle. If anybody remembers them from 70s. White's lemonade, I'm a secret lemonade drinker. White's. Anyway, it's 3 litres, and that fills the cassette up nicely. Alright, that's the bottle filled. Just going to pour it in there now. I need to answer that though. And there we go. Just fits nicely in the hole. Right, that's the cassette filled, so now I'll just put the toilet bit back on top, click it in. I always give it a good wipe round with a antibacterial wipe and give it a bit of a clean, because it does get a bit mucky in there. I can peel that out anyway. Oh, that little piece of pipe, that goes on my drain for my tank. It does really, honestly. Let's try it to the side. Yeah, there we go. Let's drain the excess water out. I'll just keep it where the toilet is because it's easier. Happy days. I keep saying happy days, I don't know why. Right, that's the top back on now. So I'll give the outside a quick wipe and I'll wipe in the inside. But the filler thing, there's still quite a bit of water in there, so I'm not going to top it up. But what I would normally do is top it up with a bit of blue and a bit of water. And there's where the water is now is where the line is of the filler. I just fill it up to that, and it does last us. Well, that'll last more than 5 days. It's your cassette that's a problem, depending on how often you use it, obviously. But yeah, that's ready to be cleaned and put back in. Right, that's back in situ now. I'll just put the lid down. Done. Cushion back on top, as it looks like a seat. One job done. Well, the good news for this dry storage box, I can leave the jam, the tin stuff, the Rivita, the pasta, pot noodle, coffee, tea, chocolate in there. I just had to take out loaf bread, which I'll put in the freezer. But yeah, that stuff will last. So I can leave all that in there for the time being. And that's a dry storage box that also doubles as a seat. I have given the floors behind the box a good wipe as well, so that's our little dining table that slots into there and there. Used to keep it behind there, but got too much crap behind there now, so yeah, it does alright there, but it's up against the boxes, stays in place when we're travelling. So yeah, I'll crack on. Next thing for tackle is the contents of the fridge. There's not much in there. Just ham, cheese, water, cordial. But before I do that, I'm going to turn the power off to the van and the inverter. Open that. Take the cover off. That green light there, that's the inverter that's feeding the fridge. So we'll just turn that off. That's off now. And we will turn the main isolator switch off. Still a massive wires there, which I do need to sort out at some point, but everything's working, nothing's set on fire, it's all safe, so it's all good. And now to empty the fridge. That's all I had in the fridge from yesterday: cheese and ham. 3 cheese and ham toasties for the guys at Ministry Detect. So I'll just leave that fridge open now until tomorrow, and probably clean it tomorrow, let it breathe. So that's another job done. Got some stickers, got some more to put on actually. That's pretty much done now in the living area. Because we've been on a day trip, it's just mainly fridge, toilet and any food stuff that we need to remove. So I might just wipe down the sink top and the cooker leave it at that and then tackle the cab area. So the build, it's a lot more involved if obviously we've been away for a few days, but we've not, on a day trip. So yeah, I might just leave everything as it is, apart from just cleaning. Right, let's just sort the cab out. Oh, toasting man's job is never done. There's always something to be done in betting, bit of cleaning, bit of tidying, general frivolity. I always leave them cups hanging up there. Just a bit random, I just thought I'd tell you. Straighten the sign. Sorted. Now to tackle the cab. Ding, ding, ding. First, just a case of putting everything straight, I suppose. Put this blanket back over the top of the seat. Take the two flasks out. Driver's seat. Of course, and stay there, that's fine. It's a bit dusty. There's a bit of crap. I'll turn it out of that. Move the water. So yeah, again, not much for do, but it needs doing. So I'll come back to you in a second. I just meant to say that these two flasks that are in here, when we're on a dig, it's good to have hot water because we provide free drinks like a bottle and hot chocolate. So they get filled first thing in the morning before we set off. And if we're going on a road trip, like 3 or 4 days, we'll fill one before we go, and then we'll fill one every day so we can use it for like washing up brews, washing ourselves. So yeah, they come in really handy then. I would put a link in the description below, but I don't know where they came from. Now yeah, that's a bit tidy then. I might just have a run around to the driver's side and see what I've got stuffed in the door. Door pockets, water bottles, big Matalan bags for dirty washing when we're going away. So it's all good. I'm not even going to show you what's in the glove box because that's just minging. Well, it's not minging, it's just untidy. Quick peek. I'll go into the driver's side. Not too bad. Just bob hats, IVs. Cup out. Mask for COVID. Chargers. That's about it. Oh yeah. Well, Christine's cute little wellies that we're going to leave in there because look at all that space. I mean, I've got my hiking boots under the driver's seat. Plus there's a waterproof and a bob hat in there as well. And under passenger seats there's rucksacks, USB fan, and all sorts of other stuff. So there's plenty of storage, which is good. And then behind all the seats there's shower, compressor pump, shower tent, table, coats. There's an umbrella in there somewhere, and that's where I put the steering lock when I'm driving down there. So yeah, loads of room for stuff. Happy days. Just needs a good deep clean really, but it's time and stuff. Oh, and in this bit, which is would have been a document order for if it's a working van, is baseball cap, wires, cloth to wipe it window if it's condensation. So yeah, it's all good. Right, that's the inside of Betty done. Just need to give her a good wash. Oh, and drain the water tank as well, which I'll do in a second. Let's just have a look at Betty though. Look at her, she just looks fit. Betty, doing the do. Not bad for a 21-year-old bird. It's not closed down yet. So yeah, she'd have loved it. Right, so we've got Betty on a bit of an angle now, so hopefully all the water will come towards the front of the tank and drain out. So we'll just set it in going. Okay, got the drain pipe on. Let's open the tap. And there we go. I'll just leave that running until it's done, and then I know the tank's 100% empty. And that's that done. It's just taken a couple of minutes, so there mustn't have been a lot of water in there. So I'll put that pipe back in its storage, shut the doors and give it a wash, whilst making sure to turn the tap off again, because last time I did this and I filled it back up, it was just pouring out like a muppet. Just giving her a bit of a wetting, making her a bit moist, and I'll give her a brush in. Proper dirty girl today, Betty. Right, we're going to go to the super soaker, dump it in there. Just do that with it all over Betty. Even solar panel gets a rinse. Just under the roof, I think a bit of painting might be in order. So she's all rinsed off now and washed. Get the old chamois and give her a good, get rid of excess water. And by doing that, if there's anything dirt that you missed, she'll come off. So I'll do that for the whole of Betty. Right, there she is, nice and clean. Shiny, shiny. Until the next time. Better angle. Yeah, she's all shite and briny now. Happy days. Right, that's it. Betty's chores are done today. Thanks very much for joining me on my fun chore day from Betty. So that's it. Until next time. I think Betty's next trip's next weekend, day trip. I think we're going to Wales for a metal detecting dig, and then the week after we're down in Birmingham for 3 days on another dig. But I'm having some work done on Betty's new leaf springs, but I'll separate video on that. So thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a comment down below. Do what you do. I'll see you soon. Bye.